Okay, welcome to this survival guide on Arizona Sunshine 2. If you want to learn how to play the game and get some tips, this is the right place to be. Okay, let's not waste any time. The first thing to know about Arizona Sunshine 2, this is a survival game, so you are expected to find ammunition, and you can run out of ammunition. That's simple. And then you have lots of zombies, depending on the mode of survival that you choose. There are 4 levels. This is actually Apocalypse mode, which is the hardest mode. They claim there's less ammo, but I found out the ammo's about the same, but what really makes it different is they hit a lot harder. So you can only take a few hits. So one thing I wanted to point out first is, so what I meant when I said it's a survival game, that means you want to look for ammunition, loot. The main areas to check are on top of chests like this. If you come over here, you'll see that there's some 9mm rounds. You can see currently I have 22. If I pick that up, now I've got 25. That may not seem like a lot, but it adds up over time. And you can see right now I'm actually pretty low. So always check top of crates. Definitely check cars. That's a good area. Right over here, you can just come over and open up the door. Nothing in there. Okay. Oh, well, sometimes you can hit the jackpot and get, sometimes you get 3-4 clips of 9mm rounds. If you see grills, that's usually food, which you need to eat for health in case you take hits. Always. And sometimes these are closed, so you want to open them up and check. If you don't make a lot of noise, you can see there's some zombies. They usually won't react to you. But if you fire off a weapon or something, yeah, they're going to all come. So just keep that in mind. Right now, I'm kind of being quiet. Well, I don't know where my dog just went, but apparently you can call him back, by the way. And I just did. He's making some noise now. Apparently it didn't attract him. I don't know why he ran away. But we're going to talk about the dog in a minute. But again, also you want to check trash bins. Always check trash bins. There's stuff. That actually is to build grenades. We're going to get to that in a minute. But always check these trash bins in cars are the 2 most important you want to check. If you see something with a tarp over it, usually there's nothing there. Again, you want to check grills and top of chests, stuff like that. Those are the major areas. You'll start to get this down in terms of where stuff's at. You can also open the trunks of the car. Sometimes there's something in there. Sometimes there isn't. My dog
over here, boy.
Buddy's causing all kinds of problems. Buddy, hey, stop. You can always pet Buddy, too. Buddy, why don't you calm down?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
nice
so we
dog.
talked about looting. That's looting at its very basic level. It's pretty simple. You'll find shotgun rounds, assault rounds. Mainly, again, check cars, check the trash, check tables. That's where most of your 95% of your loot is going to be. All right, let's get to the types of different rounds. You've got fire right here. You've got the 9mm, which we just talked about. You've got assault rounds, and you've got shotgun shells. Those are the basic 4. Those are your 4 types of ammunition types that you're going to be using. It's just like any standard shooting game, zombie game, first-person shooter, very simple. And on your side, you get to hold 2 weapons. You can see on this side, I'm holding a shotgun. You can reload this by holding left trigger, if I can get it. Sometimes this takes some, I think it's because, yeah, there you can see. So you can open it up. You can see that it's got some rounds in it. I do recommend, anytime you're done fighting, always reload all your weapons. Actually, that's a huge tip. It might even save your life. You, of course, can reload when you're running away from zombies, and that's the thing. You'll run, shoot, and then maybe run away if you have an alleyway, and you can reload. But generally speaking, before you go into any fight, you want to, it might seem like common sense to you, but I make that mistake all the time. Okay, in order to, if this gun is not empty, but if you want to just eject an empty mag, you can just hit the A button on your right controller, and it'll drop it. There you go. You can see it's flashing. You can pick up a new one.
Damn. Ammo's getting low.
You can either cock it or you can just hit the A button again and drop it, whatever you want to do. In this case, we're going to go pick these rounds up because they were empty. Cock it, you're good to go. Same thing with the shotgun, it's the same principle. One thing that's kind of cool, and I like this, you really can't drop these guns by mistake. If I drop it, it just goes back to the holster automatically. I really like that about this game, by the way. So you really can't drop these by mistake. So again, 4 rounds, keep that in mind. Flame, 9mm assault rifle, and shotgun. And you got your two holsters, which you can hold smaller type weapons. We'll get now on your shoulder. You have your heavy weapon. In this case, this is an assault rifle. So you really can hold 3 weapons. Now think about that for a moment. 3 weapons, we can't cover all of the types, right? We really can't. So what I like to do is kind of expend one, like maybe if I'm done with these shotguns, the shotgun shells, and I don't find any, usually if I come across another type weapon or type, I will use that and get rid of the shotgun. I usually always keep the 9mm because 9mm, that's probably the most rounds you're going to find. So definitely I always keep at least 1 9mm. The shotgun, I usually will exchange this out later on for the flamethrower. I don't have that on me right now, but initially I wasn't using that. I will tell you, this is probably the best weapon in the game when you find it. It looks just like kind of like a pistol, and it has a, you'll get it midway through the game. I don't want to ruin it for you, but you'll find it about midway through the campaign. You'll see it, you'll start to see them. And initially I wasn't picking them up, and then I'm like, whoa, why on earth wasn't I picking them up? Because they are great for crowd control. And again, you'll find these canisters. It's the same thing. You load it, you fire it, and what's really nice, like I said, if you have 10 zombies coming after you, and you spray them with that, they'll stop chasing you and they'll burn to death eventually. And the good thing is, other ones that aren't on fire, if they touch those zombies, they'll catch on fire too. So again, it's one of the best weapons in the game, if not my favorite. So if you see it, I usually dump the shotgun at that point. Okay, so again, you get 2 small weapons for your holsters, and you get an assault rifle. So everything's loaded, good to go. Okay, so we've talked about all that. We got all those basics down. Other thing I want to talk about now is your dog. Yes, it is Buddy. Buddy is your best friend. Initially, when I first ran into Buddy, I was a little skeptical of this guy, but he is absolutely fundamental to completing this game. He will be able to retrieve, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but he'll be able to retrieve certain items that you can't get to, that he can get to through small spaces. You'll see, you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll come across it. So he's a very useful fur. He's very useful, but what he's really useful for, probably the number one most important thing, is saving ammo. And he can actually clear some zombies before you get into a large fight. And let's show you this. And you do this by hitting the B button. And you can order him to attack. You can also order him to sit down. And now you can see he drew some zombies here. Sometimes they will alert other zombies. So that's time to pull out the trusty...
You don't come back from that.
Pistol, and I shot him with a headshot. You want to try to get headshots if you can. It only drew one. So look at that. That other one didn't come. So let's use Buddy again. Now, using Buddy is really the way to go. Like I said, I am saving ammo by using Buddy. It's a really good way to do it. In fact, you want to kind of work with Buddy. You know. Now, sometimes he won't attack seated zombies until they kind of aggro on you. You can see this, yeah, so just keep an eye on that. That got me killed a couple times because I'm sitting here looking the other way and I thought he was attacking the zombie. He wasn't. Just be aware that if the zombie hasn't aggroed on you, he might not attack. I think it's kind of a little bug with Buddy, or maybe he's just lulling you into a false sense of security. You can also order Buddy back. Again, you can do this with the B button right here, and he'll be more than happy to follow your orders.
On you go, Buddy.
So the 2 orders I usually give him are to just bring him back or to attack. And again, it's the same thing. It's just the B button. There it is. Okay. Now we're going to come to a very important part, grenades. Now, like I said, you'll see these cases here. You will see these cases. And usually when you see, by the way, they're all over the place. So if you're worried that you're never going to see these again, don't worry, because you'll see them almost every single checkpoint, and you will hit checkpoints. By the way, there is no save in this game. That's the one thing I don't like about this game. I love this game. I think it was one of my favorite games in VR. But there is no automatic save. You'll have to hit another checkpoint. So if you die before you hit another checkpoint, you're going to go back to the previous checkpoint. And keeping that in mind for a second, sometimes that can actually be useful. because if you hit a checkpoint, let's say this was a checkpoint. I'll come here. I might actually hit one here. I think this was a check. No, it wasn't. Okay. So let's say you hit a checkpoint. It'll actually tell you hit a checkpoint. Sometimes if you go back a little, you start retracing your steps, you'll find that some of the ammo respawn. Kind of a little pro tip there that can actually really boost your ammo supplies, especially when you're low. So if you retrace your steps, sometimes that's kind of I don't know if it was an intended glitch or what, but you can retrace and get some more ammo. So keep that in mind. So again, once you see one of these cases here, you're going to be able to make four types of basic munitions: landmine, grenade, Molotov cocktail, and this is kind of the old German stick grenades, right? I like the frag grenades the best, simply because, I don't know, for some reason I find them easy to use. This can be useful too, though. The Molotov would be my second one. You have to throw that down, you shoot it, and it bursts into flames. So that's a good one too, but I definitely like this. So in order how to build these things, you just take the card, and if you have the supplies, they'll spawn here. You crash them together, and you've got a grenade. Look at that. How nice. Sometimes, if I know, like I've done like 4 or 5 runs here, so I know where like the bad points are, where there's going to be a huge amount of zombies. Sometimes I'll just set that grenade right there. Keep it there, kind of as a backup plan in case things go really bad. Now, this leads to the other thing I want to show you. You have 2 wrist slots here. Here's where you can store those grenades. So you can keep them. Very useful. The one thing about this is if you have to use it, you can, usually I keep it in my right hand, or if you're left hand, you do it the other way. But usually I use it in my dominant hand, pull it, and as long as you don't let this go, it won't explode. But as soon as you throw it, then it will explode. There we go. Can do quite a bit of damage. And so just keep that in mind. You are moving a little bit slow, though, when you have the grenade cocked like that. So I'm going to put this other one back. Actually, I see I drew some friends. And rather than, now this is a good thing, rather than us shoot him, let's use Buddy. And we just save some ammo. See how we're clearing a lot of territory here with Buddy.
Who's my best boy?
And it becomes a huge thing. Trust me, it is a huge... And there's a car alarm that can actually draw zombies. So we're kind of taking a look here. But that's a huge saver. So we've come to a little bit of a spot here, and this may draw some zombies. See? See how he hasn't attacked them yet? And you'll notice this. See, now he attacked that one. Why he chose that one, I have no idea. But this is one thing you got to work out. So I'm going to pull this out. And look, I'm still getting no... Really getting no... This other one did not aggro on me. So let's see. Sometimes you got to get him to move. Hey, that's really weird. I don't know what this guy's doing. Hey, why don't you... How strange was that? I've never actually seen it where they were that out of it. Maybe he was asleep and I just woke him up from his slumber. So, and sometimes if I think it's kind of safe, I'll take a look around here. We get some assault rounds. And again, I haven't had to fire any rounds here. And it's almost like free rounds. Because Buddy's doing all the work. Remember, always check the cans. Always check them.
Good little dog.
And let's see, maybe I don't even know if I can open this door, but it's worth a look. Might not be able to open this one. Oh my gosh, there's a zombie there. I didn't even see. But let's use Buddy again. So you can see how this works. A lot easier to use Buddy. He's a definitely is going to save ammunition. He's an ammo saver. Oh, here's a mask. You can put masks. Whoa. Hit the, oh, you know what? I'm hitting this door here. Okay. Come here, Buddy. You can put masks on Buddy, too. There. Come here. Come here. There we go. Now he's got a mask. I think that's actually kind of funny. All right. So this is kind of like an easy area, but now you're going into a little bit more dangerous area. And you can kind of see, okay, more zombies here. Now we're going to get some action. Usually what I do is if I see a bunch of them coming off, I'll use the assault rounds now. We're getting several. Maybe want to think about Okay, so that's gone. I just drop it. Whoops, nope. Actually, we can use Buddy here. See? Get him, Buddy. And be aware of that. If you think that you've kind of killed most of them, it's probably good to use Buddy to clean them up. Now, he will automatically, if you get a horde of them, I've had them where there's 20 or 30 of them, he'll keep attacking them. And there have actually been times where I completely ran out of ammo, and I had to just keep running in circles, and Buddy eventually took them all out. So, you can survive. If you're in a situation like that, it's not impossible. Don't panic. You might actually still be able to get out of it and have Buddy do all the work. All right, so let's have.
Go.
Oh, and you know what? I just did the cardinal sin. I did not actually.
Where's the ammo fairy when I need her?
Did not actually reload, which I should have done. Okay. We've got one guy here. A couple special forces here, or MPs. We run away and kill this guy. But he probably would have taken him out. But you can see how I'm doing this. And that's the one thing I wanted to point out. One of the huge tips in this game. It's probably the same for every single type of zombie game you play. Always have an exit plan. In this case, this is my main exit plan. To fall back this way. In fact, whenever I play a game, whenever I'm going in an area which I haven't been in, I always have a fallback plan. And this is my fallback. We can see it through the trail of dead here, of undead. That this is the way I'm going to go. This is the way I'm going to retreat. If you don't have one of those plans, yeah, I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to retreat in here. This is a dead end. But again, check cases. Check around. You'll get a feel for where things are. Where ammunition might be. There's also these cases. Just check them. Because you never know. You might need that round later on. That might be the final round that you need. So I always just go around here and check. In this case, I'm not. The loot really is random. And in this case, I'm not getting some really good loot here. I'm getting kind of low. Look, 7 and 9. So we're getting really low here. Nothing. So not a great situation here for certain. Oh, there's some rounds there. Let's see if we can get Buddy here to do some of the work. That's good. Okay. And let's check over here.
Good boy.
Okay. And good. We've got some more. Oh, we got a lot of 9mm rounds. Let's get him.
Buddy, get
Buddy going here. Come on, Buddy, take him out. We got another one coming. Okay. And usually it's just better if one thing you will have. Sometimes you'll see machetes, and it's good. Oh. Okay. We've got a huge. All right. So this might be time. Here we've got a crowd of them coming. And let's throw that down there. I'm going to take a hit. We just destroyed a ton of them. Probably not enough of them. All right, let's use the other grenade. Get him, Buddy. Oh, you know what? That was I think I just wasted it. But you can see all those zombies that were chasing me were just killed. And the grenade did a ton of damage. I don't know if there's more coming.
Very good, boy.
Oh, okay. So I'm glad actually these guys showed up. Now these guys are, they don't look very intimidating, or maybe they do to you. They didn't to me. But when you see them, they're moving very slow. But if they hit you once, they can usually kill you. So you want to make sure you get Buddy on them. And what Buddy will do is slow them down. You can't actually kill them, but it allows you to sort of get a clean shot off them. But they move so slow, it's usually not a problem. And then we got this final guy here who has
Buddy, go
a
get
little bit of a fried chicken helmet on. That's not going to really save him. But again, by themselves, they're not really dangerous. They move slow, but do not let them get a swing on you. They will literally knock you into the next century and probably kill you, one-shot you. Now, once you're done with that, we survived that. I always come back, and well, I don't have any. You can see I can't make any more grenades. If I could, I would make some more. But usually I will store them here. Now, one other tip. You saw how I handled that. You saw that grenade did a ton of damage. I mean, it wiped out a whole bunch of them in here. That other one, I probably wouldn't that was a poor throw. I probably should have waited. I probably didn't even need to use it, so that was a waste of a grenade. One thing you can do is you can come up, if you find a pistol, this is actually the same pistol, empty out the cartridge, take your old pistol, and then pick up the rounds. There you go. Never leave a fully loaded pistol. At least take the rounds if you're not going to use it. Huge tip. That's a very important tip. So we're doing good here, and we kind of cleared, looks like this is where they all came from here. Here is a chamber. This is usually the checkpoint. I will tell you, when you go in there, it will fully heal you up. So if you have some food, which I usually do, I don't have any now, but if you have some food in there, it will, in fact, you don't eat it. What I guess the point I'm making is, if you know that there's a chamber, don't eat your food. Let that heal you up fully. Okay, well, that's really it for this survival guide. I hope it helped, and I don't want to reveal too much more. This was just a small section of the game. In the game, one thing people do have criticized it is for its length. However, I found it pretty appropriate. I didn't really have a problem with the game's length. I thought it was actually okay. Some people have said, well, I didn't like the length, but I thought it was pretty long. I think I spent 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours on it. To me, that's fine. I don't need it much longer, but some people have complained about the length of the game, but I found it exhilarating. Really, there were stretches of this game that are just absolutely exhilarating. Some beautiful scenery. The graphics are really good. You can see here, I mean, palm trees. There's lots of sunshine. There's lots of places that are really dark and dingy. So you get a lot of different environments. That's where we're trying to go, actually, and that's where you're going to try to go, is that big burning firestorm over there. You'll find out what that's about. And there is some mystery to the game, which I like. I think the plot was really good. So overall, I give this, I highly recommend this game. It's a lot of fun. Okay, thanks for watching, as always.